So, couple things. I was not even planning on filming this. I've done makeup declutters of different kinds before. I've never filmed them because I really see no point in doing that. Mostly because I used to be so on top of it that there usually wasn't too terribly much to go at any given point in time, therefore it felt really futile and useless to even try to make a video out of that. I'm not one of those people who's like, I need to totally curate my collection down to like an itty bitty little... I'm not that. I will never be that. I don't want to be that. However, years ago, some of you may remember it, I kind of traumatized myself on camera one day with a lip pencil. I was going to show off the makeup that I used in middle school that for some sick reason I had held on to for all those years at that point. I wasn't still using or anything. Hadn't touched it in like 15 years or something. It was just chilling in a makeup bag like a fucking time capsule. And I was showing it off for shits and giggles one day, and I opened this lip pencil, and it looked like it was growing fucking mushrooms on it. And that is disgusting and horrible, and I think I even screamed on camera. It freaked me out so bad, but like, later that day, I went through my entire makeup collection and just did a mass purge of shit that needed to go out. First time I'd ever done that. Before that, it had only ever caused me anxiety to even consider doing such a thing. But at this point, doing what I do on YouTube, I bring in so much new makeup on the regular anyway, that I was like, I don't feel the need to hold on to every single little tiny thing for a gazillion years anymore, way past its expiration date, and try to make it still work the way I once did. That said, I'll still hold on to them probably past the expiration date until they go bad, but once they go bad, they're out. I don't hold on to them just for shits and giggles anymore. But after that traumatization, I went through every 6 months for a while, especially with the lip products in particular, and just weeded out anything that had gone bad, tossed it. And that worked great for a while. And it got to be where I was like, well, I'm doing this every 6 months. Stuff's not really expiring that fast. A lot of times I would go through and find nothing. Or if I did, I'd find like one thing. So then I spaced it off to like once a year. Like, end of the year, cool, you know. Make a fresh new start, know that everything in your collection's all good to go. It's all Gucci, you know. So that worked great for a long time. And then the fucking pandemic hit, and like, you would think, everybody being locked in their homes all day, I would have nothing better to do with my time. Except, I work from home, and that really didn't change shit for me until that also happened to be the year that, of all the fucking times in the universe, what the hell, I actually took an out-of-home job for the first and only time. So, needless to say, with all the drama that was going on at that shithole, completely slipped my mind, did not do it that year. By the end of 2021, things had gotten so much worse there that my mind was in such a bad, dark, negative space that, yeah, really wasn't thinking about it, and even if it had come across my mind, I don't think I could have even had the mental bandwidth to deal with it. So we're doing it this year. Last time I did one of these was 2019. I honestly figured, given how many years it had been, I would find so much shit and probably cry about it and feel like, oh my god, look at all the waste, I hate myself, I suck, and then, actually, granted this is only lip products, but I only found 12. 13 if we count one more that isn't in this video because I'm holding on to it for in a few days when I do the Hall of Shame video that I do. There's always the Hall of Fame and the Hall of Shame videos I do based on how I rated stuff this year. The worst rated thing from this year, I held on to just for that video. And it's so bad, it will be going straight in the trash as soon as I finish that video. But I didn't bring it in here with me for this, and I honestly forgot to include it when I took my photo of my declutter stuff. But it's that Tower 28, something lip crayon-ish kind of thing in the color mix. Yeah, it was so bad that, like, literally the second I barely touched it to my lip, it, like, smushed, like, pudding everywhere, and I barely even, like, tapped it at all, and it just totally fell apart on itself. It wasn't old. It wasn't even old. It wasn't even a year old. But I see why the company discontinued that product, because holy fuck. But anyway, Another story for another day. But I don't even know if I ever posted that video, but regardless, the ones that are here, 6 of them were from the lip balm caboodle, and honestly, I thought, wow, just declutter, I only have 6? I haven't done this since 2019, holy shit, look at me go. And then I remembered, wait, I should check the ones in the tinted products / lipstick caboodle too. Found 6 more. So I do have 12. But honestly, going from 2019 to now, not doing it between now and then, that's not that bad. That's not that bad. I expected this to be a way worse situation. On the lip balm side, I'm like not even sad about any of those. On the tinted side, there's a couple where I'm a little sad. One that I'm a little heartbroken over, but I'm like, they still make that product, so if I wanted to, I could rebuy it if I really wanted to, if I thought I would actually go through it. I'm still undecided. I'm leaving it on a sticky note to myself to decide at a later date, but anyway. So, the first one on the lip balm side, and I am honestly stoked to get rid of this little fucker, is that Sephora Banana Lip Balm. I literally used it once, and only once, because it was so bad. It was the one that like smelled and tasted like envelope glue, and I just could not with it. I frankly should have taken it back to Sephora and gotten my money back, because it was like $7. Still salty about it that I didn't do that, but that's on me. But regardless, it sat, it rotted, it smells even worse now, and I was like, cool, you know what? Let's just toss that little shit and get it out of here. So that's going out. There's a couple from a brand called Primal Elements, which was like this weird little local indie brand that they were selling these at like my Safeway. And they had a couple different ones, or I think there was like 3 or 4. I only picked up like 3, I think, but I only ever opened 2. I think the other one just rotted, still sealed, but regardless. There was like the unicorn one and the rosé all day one. Unicorn was bubblegum, rosé all day was inexplicably peach. Regardless, it didn't see much use. Like, there you can kind of see that it didn't see a lot of use in its lifespan because it just, I don't know, it expired pretty quick. And that one's about the same level, but I sniffed both of these and I about dry heaved. I was like, holy shit, those expired super hard. Those are going straight out. Bye-bye. The fact that it was like an indie brand, I should have known they probably weren't using any kind of preservatives. It claimed 6 months after opening on the label. I think they were not joking. I've had ones that claim that, but then were fine way longer than that, but holy hell, those. Yeah, that little indie brand doesn't even make lip balms anymore, and I think I see why. But yeah, so those 2, bye-bye. This is the only one on the lip balm side I'm a little sad about. It's the Tint Cosmetics Kissing Stick and Candy Corn. I won this in a giveaway, so I feel guilty that this largely sat forgotten about. Like, it's literally still near the top, but, like, it is just, like, I don't think it's gonna show on camera, really, is it? Like, the whole top layer is, like, all effed up, and I rolled it up, is, like, all jacked up down the sides. It's, like, you know the appearance of bacterial growth on a lip balm? It is, like, on every surface. Made me sad. Because I did like this one when I did use it, but didn't use very much of it. I won that giveaway right before I started working that job from hell, so that's probably how I forgot about it, but yeah, makes me sad. But I mean, I could always buy another one from that brand if I felt strongly enough about it, but I did buy some others from that brand, though. And they weren't even like a few months old. I opened them and they already had that appearance all over them. So I was like, I don't know about this brand in general, to be honest. So, yeah, that was going out. And then there's also 2 from the Eco Lips Mongo Kiss line. Ironically, I have other ones from the same brand, same line, opened around the same time that are perfectly good to go. But I noticed it on Blood Orange first. It's not even the balm that I noticed it with. It's in the tube, down the side. I don't know if you guys can see it. yeah, it's not focusing well enough, but it's like there is definitely like hella bacterial shit, possibly mold growing in there. I was like, oh, no, 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 no. Okay, bye-bye. Thankfully, I wasn't that attached to that one. Yumberry I liked a little more, but it had the same deal going on with it, so I'm like, oh, well, disappointing, but again, they still make them, so if I felt strongly about it, I could just buy it again, but I'm like, I'm good. I'm good. I got to experience it, but it's alright, but like, it wasn't anything that I feel so strongly about to need to like replace to try to get a do-over on. I'm like, nah, I'm alright. So then the tinted side of the line. We have a couple of the Chapstick Total Hydration Tinted Lip Oils. And these, at first glance, I thought maybe they're okay, but then I look closer, and I, again, don't know that this is gonna pick up on camera, but like, you can see, again, the dots all up in there in that windowed area. But more importantly, when I tilted it and like squeezed it a little, it's like got a solid mass in the middle. Let me stress, this is a lip oil, and it has a solid mass in the middle now. That is definitely expired. So that one was in warm pink, and then we also have nearly nude that, yeah, same deal, same deal. Like, I can feel the same thing. It's like, this is going to be the most disgusting comparison. And for any males, they probably don't know what the hell I'm talking about, but ladies, TMI, I apologize, but like, you know, when you get your period and get like the really heavy clotting, have you ever kind of like just touched it out of curiosity, even like through toilet paper? You know the consistency of that? That is what the weird mass inside here feels like. That's why I was like, oh, no, nope, get that away from me. Get that away from me. That is definitely not still okay. Again, they still sell those. If I ever felt strongly enough about it to want them again, I could repurchase, but I'm like, I mean, the darker one was pretty, but there's plenty of other products I have that are the same color that aren't expired and nasty, so I'm good. I'm good. We have the Kokie Cosmetics Kissable Liquid Lip Balm in Cerise. Now this one didn't expire that way. It just, I went to open it, and it's basically the consistency of Play-Doh on it now. And I, like, whipped it around in every which way to see, is there any of it that's useful? And not really. Like, I tried to swatch it on the back of my hand. It's just, like, clump after clump after clump of, like, clayish Play-Doh, like, texture. I was like, oh, yeah. I don't think there's any saving that one. So, it's a shame, because it was a really pretty color, but if it's a liquid lipstick and it's not liquid anymore, it's like, well, that kind of defeats the purpose. So, that sadly must go. Am a little sad about that one. But the one that I am the most upset about, a little heartbroken even, is the Smashbox Always On Liquid Lipstick in Babe Alert. Mostly just because it felt on brand with, you know, my channel name and everything, but just, it was like a really nice color for like an everyday look, for when I didn't want to look like I had a ton of makeup on, but wanted just a little bit of an elevated look, just a little bit. This was like the perfect shade for that. But again, this is the same deal where I opened it up and it's just like even more like just dried up clay. I mentioned it to my sister and she was like, oh yeah, I think I have one of those that did that too. And she looked and it's also Smashbox, and yeah, same deal. So, it's sad, but I did check online. They do still sell that color. It's even on sale right now. Hopefully not clearance, but they do still make it. So I am probably the most strongly considering getting a repurchase on this. The rest, it is what it is. But this one is the main one that I'm actually, like, strongly considering getting a redo on. This one, I am so sad, went bad. But I think I knew in my heart that it did a while back, but I just didn't have the heart to throw it out yet. It's the Jelly Pong Pong Lip Oil. You know, the one that I had, like, It just filled me with such dopamine just saying the brand name alone, Jelly Pong Pong. Like, it still makes me smile. It's the cherry tomato one. It, like, weirdly smelled like actual tomatoes. It was so awesome. I opened it today. It's still oil and everything. Like, the consistency is the same. It smelled like straight vinegar now. It's like, oh yeah, that's, that went bad. That's a disappointment, but given I mostly liked it for the novelty of the name rather than the product even, I'm like, it's not really worth a repurchase, but it is a shame because I really had every intention of trying to use that up and I kind of forgot about it until I went to use it. I wanted to roll it into one of my Lippies of the Week things, like, years ago, and smelled it and was like, oh, I could tell it was turning at that point, so I kind of just put it back, was like, I'll worry about that later. Yeah, it definitely expired the rest of the way, so that one's gone out. And the last one, this is a shame just because I know how much the brand tends to cost, is the Winky Lux Deluxe, or Double Matte Whip in Angel Food. Which, I mean, I have a million products in this color. It ain't about the color, it was just knowing that this stuff is hell of expensive. It was one of the very first Ipsy products I ever received, which tells you something about how old it is, because I've been an Ipsy member for a lot of years now, but, yeah, there's a very, very small amount of malleability to it, but I can tell by the smell that it's, like, definitely gone off. So even if I wanted to, like, try to force myself to use it anyway, I can't, that smell tells me everything of nope, and nope. Do not pass go, do not collect $200, like, not a good idea, so I will sadly let it go. But you know, it is a good thing to go through your collection periodically at whatever intervals you want to. Some people do it more often, some people do it less often. I, again, am not one of those people who just wants to keep a collection to a certain size. I'm not that person. I just want to make sure if something's gone off, that I get it out. So, on the other hand, because I have gotten better with my organization of my makeup and stuff, I have gotten better about cycling through it and stuff not expiring nearly as much before getting used up than it used to, because there definitely used to be a few of these declutters where there definitely were quite a few. I already got a comment on Instagram saying, how did you do a lip balm declutter and there was, like, not a single EOS? And I was like, well, for one, I don't have a single EOS older than, like, 2019 currently, and of those, I cycle through them frequently enough to where they don't really have a chance to go bad. I have a couple that are, like, starting to lose scent that are, like, those couple of really oldest ones, and those are the ones I'm really gonna focus on panning this year to see if I can finish them up before they do go off, but yeah, I'm pretty good at using up my EOS. I went through that caboodle, everything's still good in there, but yeah, this is what I'm decluttering, saying bye-bye to and leaving in 2022, but on the plus side, it means everything that I now still have is definitely still good, so I don't have to, like, fish through, pick up a thing when picking my Lippies of the Week and go, is this still good? I don't know about that one, maybe I'll put it back. Like, at least I know everything that's in there right now is definitely still good, so everything is fair game that is currently in there. My other silver lining of this was that in opening up and smelling and looking at every product that I have, I saw how much use I have on every single lip product, and I feel like I have the inside track now to knowing, so if I want some easy empties for, like, quick satisfaction right off the bat in 2023, these are gonna be my guys to focus on. Like, there's one chapstick in particular that's, like, got this much left on. I was like, oh, dude, yeah, like, the week after my birthday, I will roll that guy. See how far we can get on that. I found a bunch of them that have a bunch of use already, so I'm like, good to know. Sitting here taking my notes, so I know and can keep track of that. Not to say that those are the only ones I will use, because obviously I need to put in use on the ones that don't have that yet. But for the trying to, you know, get to the finish line on other stuff, it is good to have that knowledge too. So, just saying. It is what it is. Yeah, I'm sure this isn't nearly as satisfying as some people's declutters are, and it's not the kind of declutter where I'm sitting here filming the entire process of going through every damn product. Because trust me, if I had, this would have been like a 5-hour long video, so, nope, not here for that. But anyway, that is it for this one, guys. So, as usual, you know what to do. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a like. If you're not already and you'd like to be, click subscribe, hit that notification bell icon so you never miss an upload, leave comments down below, make sure you're following my social media accounts, my Facebook fan page, my Twitter, my Instagram, my eBay, my Reddits, everything and more, it's all down below. And if you like what I do here on this channel and you'd like to help support it, the donation link, as always, is down in the description. Anyway, guys, till next time, see ya.